Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hello, friends.
Um, it's a little. We're doing things differently. Cenza is the one drawing tonight.
So, nerve-wracking.
We've
No.
been spending the past couple of minutes trying to figure out how to stream it differently, because Chenza's the one running it instead of me this week. But you'll get to see Chenza's cool production design, and she's going to start off by drawing based off of the sketch I did at the end of stream last week.
Heck yes. A very good sketch of a crowbar. It kind of looks like a snake, and I like that. That's really solid. I'm gonna zoom in and out a lot, and I am apologizing in advance, but I'm gonna try to do really slowly like this. But that's how I draw. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna like ink over Ben's lines.
Yeah.
And that's it. Can you see when my text messages come through?
Sorry, I was tweeting about the stream, so I
No
was not
worries.
watching. My apologies.
Ken, it just said Christian Donna, yo, why is Chenza's voice so staticky?
Oh, I don't know. Is there like a microphone built into your new headphones?
No, actually. I don't know where the I think it's my phone microphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, I thought I was gonna cough, and then I didn't.
We have riveting stories here.
Apologies. It sounds like mild Discord voice lag. Is it really bad? Should we try and figure it out, or is it just
Yeah.
a little staticky?
Delvin, let us know. You are our eyes and ears in the outside world of non-streamers. I'm so sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness with this.
Yeah, it's interesting to be on the other end now. It just sounds staticky. Yeah. It sounds staticky to me too. I'm not sure what the solution to that is.
I feel like the solution would have been that I borrowed Hans's fancy microphone. But we didn't do that because I didn't think. Can you make that happen?
What? I'm currently in a towel.
Oh, then no.
But you could just pull it out.
Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
How are you tonight, Deldon? Thanks for always joining in. I like how you've already got the dots and lines going, Chenza.
You know, I feel like some things are better left unsaid, and I think corners of stuff are especially that. You know how like they tell you like corners aren't real; it's just light and shadow, and then you're like, but I can stub my toe on them, and then they feel real to me.
Yes, I 100% know exactly. I remember one of our teachers at school. We definitely said corners aren't real. Oh, Deldon is writing tonight. Writing for the game, I assume.
Oh, are you? Is it for the game, or is it just like your dream journal, or? Because if it was just your dream journal too, like that's great.
That's true.
Do you have a dream journal? I hope you do.
Only if it's remarkable, I will write down a dream.
I don't have a dream journal, but I like to think of Hans as my dream journal because I'll just wake up and be like, you'll never guess what just happened.
I had a dream last night that I wanted to adopt a pit bull, but it was best friends with a chihuahua too. So if I adopted the pit bull, I had to also adopt the chihuahua.
That's how I got Hurley and Sloan.
Oh!
We just wanted Sloan, Hans, Sheldon and I, when we lived here, I adopted Hurley and Sloan like years ago when I still lived in Ohio, and I had another black cat that we called Richard Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
After the famed TV show Grandpa, played by Edward Herrmann, R.I.P.
Is this from the Gilmore Girls?
It is from the Gilmore Girls. And when he died, I waited, I don't know, like 6-7 months, maybe 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I'm ready for new cats. And we just really like little black cats. And then we found Sloan. And they were like, if you get Thelma, you must get Louise. And I was like, okay, well, we're definitely changing those names.
Yeah. My roommate's partner just adopted a dog who was named after Donald Trump, and he was like, I gotta change this name. It's right away.
Oh, boy. At the time. Hey, when you... I guess I can just look at your things.
What's up?
I was wondering if you use this, like... Yeah, you just put the opacity down for the lighter color.
Yeah. I originally was just using the like lighter color from our branding for the lighter color, but it is more efficient down the line to just turn the layer down 50% because we have to do that for when delivering
Yeah, that makes
to
sense.
the print shop, which we've been talking with the print shop about how we deliver and stuff lately, which is cool.
It's so exciting to, like, be moving along on this project. Like, this is the first time I've ever done a really big project like this. And I'm just really pumped to be a part of it.
Me too. It's been so much fun, and I'm super proud of the work that I've done on this, and I'm really happy with the work that the other people have done on this too.
Yes,
you
we
and
got to
Chris-
listen to the music.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. The music is
Y'all, it's so good.
the music that Jesse made is so good.
It's wild.
It is really, really cool to hear the soundtrack for this game.
It's so cool.
I've never played a tabletop RPG that came with its own soundtrack before.
Right? I feel like everyone's just like, I guess I'll just put on the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Ooh, Deldon says there's going to be a little preview in the next monthly update of the music from the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely
That's
something to
pretty
look
exciting.
forward to.
I like that I get to draw this crowbar also because I feel like we've been, well, you've been doing mostly like organic materials with a lot of like wood grain and like the shield had like pattern on it. So I was kind of excited to take a crack at like something that's just solid metal
Yeah, totally.
and like try my hand at like rendering this in like a different way. And I feel like this brush is gonna come in handy a lot with that.
Mm-hmm. Barl says that the tabletop RPG Songbird is a good game that came with its own soundtrack.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Charles, I have to look into that
Yeah.
other game you recommended last time. I have been giving myself a limit though on how many games I can buy a month. So that's a big factor.
You know, I just went to Google Songbird game and I literally typed in Barls.
Barles! Good old Barles.
Let's see. Ooh, this is so pretty and pink. What if knights didn't slay dragons and instead helped them with their emotional issues?
Oh my gosh!
That's a really cool concept. Oop. There we go.
Yeah. It accidentally came unplugged. I'm a little nervous for you guys to see the chaos that is me drawing, but we're in a safe space, so I feel like it's fine.
I definitely felt that way the first couple of times too. It is definitely very nerve-wracking to be drawing in front of other people.
It is. It's so nerve-wracking.
But you got lots of skills. You're all good.
Thank you. I've been drawing so much for work that I feel like I'm okay, and I'm actually kind of happy about that because I'm like my hands are warmed up and like my muscles are okay right now, you know? Because people don't want to talk about it, but like, you know what? You use your muscles when you draw, and they are just like any other muscle.
Yeah, totally.
Like if you wanna draw a lot, you can't just like hop into it. You gotta like warm up your hands and like cool down your hands and stretch, and like the more you do stuff, the better you get. It's like just like anything else. It's like that was definitely like a hard thing for me to learn when I got out of college too, because I went from like I jumped right into like corporate life, and it was a lot of like, oh my god, my hands are dead, because I wanted to like I had to work all day, and then I would get home and I'd want to do my own stuff, and I'd be like, I can't. I like literally like you can't work out all day. Like you have to rest at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even now, I'm like, oh, gotta stretch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like currently I am having the most free time to work on like just my own drawings because I don't have a full-time job right now, and I'm doing occasional big freelance animation gigs and motion graphics gigs, but it's great to draw my own things.
Yeah, that sounds really nice.
I'm very impressed with the people who we went to school with who have time to both work for a company all day and then do their own personal art at night.
Yeah.
Super impressive to me.
It's so tiring. My friend Cherie is a children's book author and illustrator, Cherie Miller.
She's super good.
Cute. Yeah, coily and cute on Instagram. But so I work at the Children's Place, like I said last time, and we used to work together. And she like put out a whole book while we were still working. Like she was like, yeah, I just like go home and I draw and I write. And I'm like, how do you like have the bit like, not to sound too corporate, but how do you have the bandwidth for this? Like, I'm so tired all the time. And I'd be like, I drew a little last night and it felt so nice. And I'm like, what'd you do? She's like, yeah, I wrote like 4 more chapters from a graphic novel. And I'm like, how?
Jeez. That's wild.
And she just had a kid. I'm like, crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, baby's up. Gotta go. And I gotta panel out this thing. And I'm like, good Lord. But Cherie's great. Yeah. It's so nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, Cherie is great. Cherie gave me some extremely valuable advice recently because I started working on my own graphic novel. And Cherie, I asked her a bunch of questions and she gave me really good advice.
Sounds like Cherie.
Yeah. I am 100% implementing all of her suggestions.
That's great. I love that. I like when my friends can help make friends.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, it's just very, it feels good to have people there to help, to support you. Oh, Deldon has to head out early. Gotta hop off to make dinner for like an hour. Make dinner for an hour.
Deldon's a serious cook.
That's true. Have a good dinner, Deldon. Let us know what you make.
Yeah, invite us over sometime. I know you're 600 miles away, but you know,
yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Mm-hmm.
I like this brush a lot.
Yeah, Evolve is a really fun brush to use. I like how you made it like big for like the textural splashes across the top.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Figured it would look a little rusty, probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah,
a
this
really
is a
good
really
idea.
nice, chunky brush. I
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah, it's such a satisfying brush to use.
Yeah. Gonna move this again. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, Deldon just messaged saying that your voice guy is working now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not
Sometimes the
hearing.
mics need to warm up too.
That's true.
I probably should put my iPad on Do Not Disturb, huh? Oh, God.
Yeah, I do that too. I I think there is a function in so you can set it so that you don't get notifications when you have the connecting app open, the Airsoft or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Air Power Soft. Yeah. Um, so I set that up once, and I have not touched it since.
It's a good call.
How's everyone else doing tonight? Sounds like Hans is making dinner over there.
Hans is making dinner. I don't know what he's making, but he's making.
I like how you have this like texture coming down from the top, and then you have like a hard line where it stops, reflecting the like line in that we are using for the other objects.
Thanks.
Sorry you're working too much this week, Barles. Cenza knows the
Ugh.
feeling.
I know the struggle, my guy.
Glad you're done for the day, though. Hopefully, you can rest this weekend.
Yeah, I have Monday off. I'm very excited. Tomorrow, my company starts summer Fridays.
Woo-hoo.
So we get out at 1.
Nice.
I am so excited to stop working at 1 and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Super pumped.
I have never worked for a company with summer Fridays, and it sounds like the best.
Yeah, it was definitely a big plus for my company. I didn't. Sorry, the thing keeps coming unplugged. I got like a refurbished iPad from Apple, and I feel like the thing that makes it refurbished is that the plug doesn't like stay in all the time. I have to like
Oh.
redo it, but it was $300 cheaper than a new one, and it was like new, so who cares?
Yeah, that is a significant discount.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was pretty stoked. Always buy refurbished. It's the closest thing you can get to like a secondhand Apple product. And I'm a big believer in secondhand shopping.
Yeah. Because most things are still good, even when one person is done using them.
Oh, absolutely.
Except for iPhones, because those things never work.
No.
Are you doing anything exciting with your summer Friday tomorrow?
Yeah, Hans and I are gonna meet Celine for drinks. You remember Celine? Used to be
Yeah.
with us.
Celine used to play Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Duh, right.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Have
We're
fun.
meeting Celine for drinks. Thanks. But that's it. Do you have any exciting Memorial Day plans?
I might go to Reese with some friends.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Reese is the queer and trans beach in New York City. It's always super fun. Just to be surrounded by a bunch of other LGBTQ people, swim in the ocean,
That's the
relax
American
in the
dream.
sun. I like how you also did like the one part at the top completely in shadow.
Thanks. I thought it would give it a little more edge.
Yeah, it totally does. I feel like I've been getting into that a lot more recently, and it just makes things look just so nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, your jelly barrels. If I recall correctly, you live pretty far from the coastline. Hopefully there's some nice outdoor stuff that you can get up to on Memorial Day as well. And my friend X, who is also gay and trans, is now the chef at the restaurant at Reese. Wow, I'm really flopping some pans around, huh?
Yeah, you know how he does. He's a master in the kitchen.
That's
He's
true.
a-
You guys are both really good cooks.
Thank you. You are a good cook as well. The kimchi that you make is so yummy.
Oh, thanks.
A good present for someone.
Yeah. I feel like cooking sometimes stresses me out.
Stresses me out too, so I'm very surprised that you called me a good cook.
It's like I like cooking and I like eating. It's just like, oh, wow, I have to do this every single day.
Dude, that's how I feel. That's why I started just making like big batches of food for stuff, because I'm just like, I don't want to do this every day.
Yeah. But then, like, I made this pesto pasta salad last week, and I've been eating it every single day for like a week and a half. And I still have a whole other container in my freezer. Today I was just like, I can't eat any more of this. So I made like a Mexican lasagna thing instead, which
Oh, that sounds good.
is the epitome of not authentic, but it's just a bunch of ingredients that I had already that I could cook up. I have "Call Me by Your Name" by Lil Nas X stuck in my head. Yep.
That's the one.
That's the one. He's so good. A big Lil Nas fan over here.
Yeah. I think I'm done with this crowbar.
It looks awesome. Do you want to add like exterior dots and lines like on the other items?
Oh my gosh, yes. How could I forget our dots and lines? What's wrong with me?
No, you all good. And don't forget the 3 dots. The ye old signature. Not like a signed signature, but yeah.
I want to know. So Ben and I were talking before the stream started that there are some things that we do now because of like Procreate and iPads. Like to erase something in Procreate, you like tap the screen, right? Or in like to zoom, you like pinch whatever like a normal app.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and this has happened to both of us, when we draw on like a sketchbook or something, I am definitely guilty of like double tapping to like erase something. And Ben said that they were like trying to zoom.
Yeah.
And I want to know if anyone else does Phantom Digital gestures in your like material life.
Yeah, I was working on my comic in my sketchbook yesterday, and I went like this to zoom, which is how you zoom in Procreate, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a bound collection of paper in front of me, not my iPad.
Yeah. I don't like this.
Yeah, this looks great. Good job.
Thanks, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one done. It's gonna be like that big. So
Yeah.
actually, now that I'm looking at the size, I'm actually going to add a little bit more shadow here down at the bottom. I'm so sorry if my movement is making anyone uncomfortable. I deeply apologize.
I like the idea of adding more shadow. I might even get rid of that one little highlight bit at the bottom, just and add shadow there too.
Here?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Just because it was a little complicated from when zoomed out. But overall, I think this looks really, really good.
Thanks. Oh no! Wait. Go back. Zooming out.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Looks like a crowbar to me.
Definitely. I'm gonna get
Yeah? Bo beep.
That's the noises I make when I draw, especially for when I'm drawing stuff for work. Everything we do has to be like visible online. And I feel like that's always my adjusting noise. Like I'll zoom out and be like beep, 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 beep. Crowbar.
That's me, but I'm whispering to myself like, yeah, that looks good. Or no, I should change that. Crowbar. So do you want to draw another item, or were you going to work on layout?
Yeah, I think another item, and then we can like get into layout for like the second half of the stream.
Cool.
Down for that.
That sounds good. Sorry if you guys can see my mouse. Just give me 1 minute. Do you want me to give you some item options to draw?
Oh yeah, shout them out.
Let's see.
Oh, in the chat. Just kidding. I'll just pick one.
This is the Game Master rules, not the player rules. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Where are the player rules?
In the design mockups, I think. I'm just trying to do this.
Player rules. You are correct. Let's see. We haven't done anything from the toy set yet.
I thought you drew a yo-yo.
No, I never got around to it. We talked about it, but then we got busy drawing whatever other items we drew that stream. So yeah, there's the ceramic yo-yo, kite, rubber ball, beanbag, bat, and bag of marbles. If any of those interest you.
I think the beanbag.
Yeah? That would be a cool one.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do like a small stack of beanbags. Barl says 10 out of 10 would attack combined with that crowbar.
Thank you, Charles.
Oh, you could do like a pile of 3 beanbags that each are made of a different fabric.
I feel like for reference, I have to look up a hacky sack.
A hacky sack? Yeah.
Because a beanbag, I feel like we don't need a beanbag chair, right?
No, like a small
Like a hacky
handheld.
sack. Yeah.
I would Google beanbag minus chair, so you're not
I did
getting.
look up beanbag chairs.
um, yeah, for like beanbags for like cornhole or whatever.
Oh, that kind? Like the pouch kind?
Yeah,
Is that what we meant?
I would assume so. I feel like a
Oh.
hacky sack,
It's like a little ball.
yeah, is too shapely or too shaped.
I accept.
Cool.
Cool. I have reference up right here.
Nice. Yeah,
On the screen.
one benefit of you drawing is you can have your reference up on the screen without interrupting the stream.
Yeah.
I have to have my reference up on my phone when I'm drawing because I'm using my monitor for the stream.
Oh my goodness, that's so true. I never even thought of that.
I'm excited for these other toys. I want to do the bag of marbles next time I draw and have it like tipped over and the balls like spilling out of it.
That's funny.
I think that would be cute.
I'm going to start my sketch with Shauna Ponchazon's Sketchy Perfection, which is like one of my favorite Procreate brushes. Shauna Ponchazon, I think also streams, but she does like cool streams with like Adobe and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I've been following her for so long, like since I was in college. But her like name for a while was like Shauna Parmesan because that's what her last name sounds like. But she makes Photoshop brushes, and then she started making Procreate brushes. But her like hodgepodge brushes kit that I got off her website or like Creative Market is so good. Little shout out to Shauna. I love this Sketchy Perfection. I use it to like draw everything. It's just so smooth and nice.
Yeah, that looks really nice. I love
And then
that.
she has this Sketchy Streamline, which is like more of like Procreate brushes that have like the give to them. But I love the Sketchy Perfection, and the Sketchy Buildup is really nice too.
Wow, these are really cool.
Good stuff. They're super nice. Would highly recommend. So now I'm gonna sketch out some bean bags.
Nice.
Yeah. I have not drawn a beanbag before, but it's just like a sack of flour, so I feel like that's your basic animation test.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, give this sack of flour emotions, make it sad, make it happy. Now y'all are gonna see the chaos that happens in my brain when I draw.
Gonna there we go. Sorry, this is just adjusting your screen capture on the stream.
Oh, no
It's
worries.
slightly off the camera. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit too. Oop, wrong there.
Oop.
Oop.
So you know I lived in the Midwest for a while. Oh.
Oop. Not letting me zoom in, but that's okay. It's on screen, and that's the most important part. I posted one of our previous streams, like a speed draw version on TikTok earlier today, which was fun. Maybe I'll edit a couple more for that too. I don't know. It's just fun. I always like watching other people draw, whether online or in person, and so I assume other people like that too.
They definitely do. I love watching other people draw. Truthfully, I'm like an ASMR person, so I just like watching other people do anything. Pretty easy in that way. Like, I follow so many people on TikTok who literally just like collage stuff.
Oh.
And they'll just be like taking pieces of paper and like, and collaging them and like stamping stuff and writing stuff. And I'm like, yes, this is satisfying. I want to watch it. What's your creative process? Show me everything.
I want it all. I want to see everything.
What is that from?
Nothing. That was just from me, my brain. It
Oh,
just
that's
sounded like something someone would say in a movie.
Yeah, it does. I believed you. I was like, oh, what is this, Ben? Tell me this piece of media you just humbly created with your mind.
Yeah. That's what my brain is for. I like this stack of bin bags.
A bin bag.
Bin bags.
Yeah, there's a lot of shadows in this picture.
Mm.
I don't know if I'll include all of them, but yeah, I want to make it look like they're all made out of like different stuff.
Like different fabrics or different contents?
I think different fabrics, but also like it'd be cool if they were different, like one's filled with rice, one's filled with beans, one filled with rocks. Surprise!
Oh no!
Heavy one.
Plot twist. The beanbag is full of rocks.
Yeah. That's really awful. What an awful thing to do. I mean, I guess they were in combat. It's like whatever, but
Yeah.
it's pretty harsh.
Yeah. Have you seen Birds of Prey?
Yes, the Harley Quinn movie, right?
Yeah.
Hell
Do you
yeah.
remember the scene where she like broke into the police station and shot all the cops with like beanbags and glitter bombs and
Yes. Spoilers for Birds of Prey, I guess.
I mean, that happens.
Came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and the first time it happens is pretty close to the beginning of the movie.
It's
And
also
then-
in the trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I love that scene. That movie is very good.
It's so good. Has no business being that good.
No, it has every business being that good. More movies should be that good.
Touché.
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of superhero content over the past few months because I'm working on
That's what
a
happens.
superhero comic.
Oh.
And also just because I like superheroes. And I gotta say, I think Birds of Prey is one of my favorite superhero or superpowered person movies. Because I guess they're technically villains.
Oh yeah. I like forgot. I was like, what? They're superheroes. No, you're right. They're villains. I thought you were gonna be like, I've been watching a lot of superhero content because I've been watching Young Justice, and I was like, I watch Young Justice, and all of a sudden I was like, we need to watch the entire DC franchise, everything, whatever you got.
Barl says Birds of Prey is second only to the 1994 Fantastic Four.
I don't even know that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. The only Fantastic Four I've seen is the one with Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Hans and I did for a little while too after we watched Birds of Prey was that we were watching something. We were watching a lot of the. I mean, not Birds of Prey, Young Justice. We were watching a lot of like the Marvel content because I had never seen like Endgame or I stopped watching Marvel content post like Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Like I had seen Black Panther and I like Ant-Man, so I stuck with Ant-Man, but I had never seen like any of the Thors, I didn't see Captain Marvel, I didn't see any of the Spider-Mans. And then after we did that, we started watching all the movies that the Marvel people had been in that weren't Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah?
So we watched a movie called Polar Bear, and it was starring Mark Ruffalo and Gamora. So,
Zoe Saldana?
yes, Zoe Saldana, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I was like, these are the Green Avengers. They are love interests in the movie.
The Green Avengers. That's
They're
very
green.
funny. Yeah, you're correct.
But then we were like, we should make this like a series. We're gonna watch like some Robert Downey Jr. movies. We're gonna watch some. We wanted to watch Scott Pilgrim because Brie Larson and Chris Evans are in it.
Yeah, and there's someone else. There's another Marvel person in it too, but I can't remember who.
Is there?
I feel like there is. I'm trying to remember.
Aubrey Plaza, Anna Kendricks, the other Culkin.
The other Culkin. I feel like someone from it was just recently cast in a Marvel thing.
Oh.
Oh, no, I remember what it is. The bassist from Envy's band played Superman for a bit.
Oh, really?
In DC. Barl
Oh, I didn't know
says
that.
the Fantastic Four 1994 was made on an $8 budget for contract expiring reasons, and they did not do a good job.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds like a must-watch.
Yeah, I do love a good, well-made, cheap movie, or a poorly made, cheap movie as well, if it's fun to watch. Speaking of cheap movies with Avengers in them, I highly recommend Vampires vs. the Bronx, which Zoe Saldana is also a minor character in.
I love that film.
It is very good.
That's another one. Hans and I like to do movie themes, and in October, I was like, we need a spooky theme. So one week we just watched vampire movies,
Nice.
and that was one of them, and it was very good. We also watched Blade and oh my god, what is it called? The one with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Oh. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember. And Kirsten Dunst, and she's like tiny, and she's like a baby vampire.
Yeah. Interview with a Vampire. Thank
Interview
you.
with a Vampire, yes.
Thank you very much. I've never seen that one. I also haven't seen Blade, which I know Hans is super into Blade.
Blade is a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Because Blade is a Marvel character. Yeah, Blade is so cool. Like, I love vampire stuff because I love Buffy, but I only like it because I feel like because of Buffy, I know so many more like rules about vampires that I would not know. Oh, and Castlevania, we also watch Castlevania,
Oh, nice.
which is so good.
Are you gonna watch that new Filipino Vampire Hunter animated series?
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. Bye. Sorry, my roommate is leaving. Have a good night. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Netflix is producing it. It's based off of a Filipino comic with an almost entirely Filipino cast, including one of Paul's friends. Our friend Paul is Filipino and knows a bunch of Filipino actors. One of his friends is on that show.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about this.
Yeah. It looks extremely gory. So I think it might be too scary for me. But it looks cool.
Castlevania is pretty gory.
I haven't seen that either.
It's really good. The dialogue in that TV show is like so well done. I think it's like there's just a lot of like what feels like real life dialogue. There's a lot of like ums and buts and like the way they talk, their inflection. It's like the voice acting is so good.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's like one of the things I really, because I feel like a very gory vampire. I mean, I like vampire stuff, but a very gory animated series is like not something that I would normally want to watch.
Right.
But with this, I'm just like, oh, the writing is so good. I don't even care that it's disgusting.
I wanted to watch Devilman Crybaby because it was so pretty and everyone was saying how good it was, but I watched like the first episode. I was like, this is too gory for me. I'm a baby.
Me too. We were watching, did you watch Invincible?
No.
That's a good one. It's like a Dark Horse comic.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah. It's like a guy who's half human, half alien, whose dad is a superhero. Who's
Yeah, his dad is like pseudo Superman.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of people talking about it, and it looks interesting.
It is so gory.
Mm.
It is so gory, and like in ways that you don't think of, like things like people like will get literally torn in half, and I'm just like, ugh! Like
Ugh.
it's so much. And like I had a rule where I was like, because Hans and I will always watch TV while we like eat a meal, because it's normally the only time like during the work week where we can like spend time together, like if I'm working. So we tried to like watch it while we were eating or like during dinner and stuff, and I was like, I can't watch this when I'm eating. Like, it's too much for me. I am baby and I cannot do this. So fair warning.
Good to know.
It's pretty gory.
I happened upon a clip from The Boys on TikTok earlier, which was also ridiculously gory. I guess there's a guy with like super speed on it, and he lost control of his powers, and he could not stop running, and so he just like was just like vaporizing people in his path because he couldn't control his powers or something.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
And it made me a little queasy watching that scene.
Yeah, I get like, I guess I feel like this is my sign of like I'm getting old too. I'm just like I can't like, handle gore anymore. I'm just like, ugh. I also just kind of feel like the older you get, you just live through more things. This is the dumbest. This is gonna be the most obvious statement, but I'm like, yeah, the older I get, the more things I just experience, and then I just picture myself going through it. I just empathize to an insane amount where I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. To be honest, I always could never handle gore. I was definitely like I would see the trailer for a slasher flick and have nightmares for days as a kid.
I mean, I was always really scared of stuff. Like things would really freak me out. Like ghost stuff would freak me out, and like that, like horror movie trailers would also freak me out. But like. Now it's like even the gore in like Invincible, it's an animated movie. It's an animated show. It's like not real, you know. But I'm still like, it's too much.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes Game of Thrones look so docile.
Yeah, that's how I felt watching Watchmen.
The TV show?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. I read the original comic, and then I watched the first episode of the TV show, which is like, whew, it's very good, but it's extremely intense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I think I'm done with my sketch.
Nice.
I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna try. Switching to evolve.
Switching to evolve.
We'll see. I feel like it's not really like on the same plane.
I feel like the problem is the third one. Like the first two look good on each other, and the third and fourth one look good on each other. But I feel like the third one is too far back on the second one. If that makes sense.
The third, so like this one. This one?
No, the third. If you consider the bottom one the first one.
So the third from the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it should be like.
Oh, so this one is too far back on. Okay.
Yeah, so I would slide the third and fourth one forward.
Like that is what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks better. Oop, that's a little
Not too much.
Yeah, something more like that. I love this, like, grungy sketch in and of itself.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's so different from your, like, usual professional work.
Yeah, I
And,
feel like all I've been doing is professional work, so
yeah. I mean, your normal stuff, your professional work is great, but
thanks.
this is, like, so different from that in a really cool way.
Thanks, Brian. I haven't really been like drawing for like not a professional reason in a really long time.
Yeah. I mean, this is a
Kinda-
professional
yeah.
reason because,
I mean, yeah, but I have more creative control.
yeah, exactly. We got to develop this whole thing.
It's ours.
Is your office door open by any chance?
No, that's my neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Like in the parking lot outside.
Got you. I thought Hans was watching TV really loudly or something.
Nope, they're just kind of loud.
That happens.
They're kids. They're literal children.
There's a guy next door to us who has started blasting smooth jazz on the weekends from the backyard.
That's really funny.
And so if it's cooler and we have the window open, we can just get it filled with smooth jazz while he does Tai Chi.
That's like pretty fun though.
Yeah. He seems very relaxed.
Good for him.
Good for him. I'm excited it's going to be cooler tomorrow because I am melting in my apartment right now.
Yeah, your apartment gets real hot.
Yeah, well, it's over 100 years old and there's no AC. So we have units in our bedrooms, but outside of the bedrooms, it's pretty hot.
Outside the bedrooms, it's just like hard to regulate temperature.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been to a party at your apartment and it gets real hot if there's people inside.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, it's fine. We have a good time. We're all friends, but I understand your pain. I am very grateful and privileged to have central air.
Yeah, that's so lovely. I would love to live in a place with that.
This was supposed to be a condo building.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so we have like our water heater and stuff like in the apartment because it was supposed to be a condo building, but then COVID happened and no one bought condos, and they were like, "Well, crap."
Mm.
And we were like, "Thank you, we'll take it.
Thank you.
Apartment, please."
Money, please. For those who don't know, we're referencing one of the characters in Parks and Recreation, Mona Lisa Saperstein, who
A
we
true
both
icon.
think is very funny.
I do sometimes just like forget how relaxing I find drawing.
Mm.
How relaxing mark making can be. It's nice.
It is nice.
Says the professional illustrator. Hey, did you know that drawing is fun sometimes?
I had no idea.
Whoa,
Whoa, what was that?
quick menu.
I've
I see people do it on TikTok all the time, but I've never brought it up myself because I'm too scared.
Mm. I feel like Procreate has so many features that I just never take advantage of.
It has so many gestures,
Yeah.
and I never. I could never.
I love how lumpy the edges of this look. Like, it really looks like fabric that's, like, been folded over on itself. You can feel the thickness of the fabric.
Hell yeah. Well, I took up sewing during the pandemic, so lumpy fabric is kind of my forte now.
That's cool. I think you showed me some of the clothes you modified, right?
Yeah, working in fast fashion has really made me like, we should maybe be better about how you're treating the environment. So now I thrift pretty much everything and I alter all my clothes because I gained some weight during the pandemic and post a car accident that I was in. And I was like, I
Yeah.
need clothes that fit me. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay to get them altered, so I bought him a sewing machine and I'm figuring it out myself.
Nice.
It's pretty fun. It's actually like, have you ever done like product design stuff or like packaging design?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but you're the package.
That's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah, basically just like when you do packaging design stuff, you're like drawing out a sketch of something that you need to accommodate, like where it's gonna fold in on itself and where it's gonna do this and how it's gonna wrap around the box or whatever that you're trying to put it in. That's exactly how you make clothes.
Yeah, that's really cool. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah, and it's really easy because also it's pretty simple to like take a stitch out. So it's like I feel like it's very forgiving if you're not like cutting any fabric right away. Like if you're like gonna hem something, you can always like stitch it, and then if it's not right, you just take it out and try again.
That makes sense. Meanwhile, I have to sew buttons back on these two shirts, and I've been procrastinating for like a month.
I mean, yeah, I have an entire pile of stuff behind me that's like projects that I've started and I have not finished yet. I think I'm just going to do this whole thing and then I'm going to chip away.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to suggest, I don't know if you remember our no, this wasn't even on stream. This was when you, Deldon, and I were FaceTiming while I was drawing the items when we were working on the Kickstarter itself. I was gonna suggest you could do one of the fabrics I did was like white with the toned polka dots.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you could do like alternating color, like mid-tone white, mid-tone white. Might look cool. Or vice versa.
What about that? What were you drawing? Was it a bag?
It was a coin pouch.
Oh, the coin pouch, right.
But
with coins, but
I put a patch on it just because I was like, this could be more interesting looking. And I decided to make the patch polka dot.
Forgot about that. It's fine. Keeping up with our in-world
fabric sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work out a shadow later.
Oh, you know what? No, it wasn't a coin pouch. It was the pouch for the
the slingshot.
The slingshot. Yeah, I just brought it up on my phone.
I'm gonna zoom in again, y'all.
Do it. What you doing here? Plaid or boxes? Oh, it's a patch. Nice.
Like needed to patch up this singular bean bag.
Yeah. Can't lose those precious beans.
Yeah, gotta keep your beans. Like this will also kind of help with the dimensional aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll totally show the like flat plane on top of the bean bag.
The bean bag.
I am going to get another LaCroix. I will be back in 30 seconds.
Do it. Hello, lovely people of the chat. I don't have the chat open, and I can't read your messages. But actually, I could. Yeah. I hope you're all enjoying this other iteration of the stream where Ben takes some time off, takes some time for themselves, and sits back and enjoys the show of somebody else trying to draw for once. You know, I was excited because I also had to start contributing to this campaign. So right now I'm going to make some hash marks over here for this item to just make it look more like fabric too. I want it to look more scratchy, just to give it some texture like I did with the crowbar. So that's what we're doing here. And again, the evolve brush is a big help with this. And it also helps too to define like the dimension that you have in your item, I think.
Hello, welcome back, Daldon. We did indeed talk about vampires for a very long time.
Yeah.
And Cenza is working on the beanbag item from the toy category. Oh, Daldon also watched Castlevania, Cenza.
Not caught up on Castlevania. I am still on season 4. I have not finished yet, but Deldon is like on season 2. So
oh, sorry. Yeah, he says he's not caught up. I misread that.
No spoilies.
No spoilies.
Okay, we are a spoilie free stream because I feel like that's kind of bugged.
Yeah. We've definitely said spoilers on stream but for older things.
For things that have not just come to Netflix, though, like older stuff. We didn't spoil Vampires versus the Bronx.
That's true. Ugh. Which everyone should watch again.
Yeah, so good.
There's a new liquor store near me, which is called Live, Laugh, Love Liquor.
Wow.
Which is 100% the best name for a liquor store I have ever experienced.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And they have an enormous TV. Like, it's bigger than my desk.
Wow.
And the last time I was there, they were watching Vampires from the Bronx.
Wow, I love it.
Vampires versus the Bronx, I mean. Daldon says, I hate it and I love it. And Barl says, live, laugh, lush. I feel like it should be called Live, Laugh, Liquor.
Yeah, 1,000%. Missed opportunity, y'all.
But Live, Laugh, Love Liquor is also good. Yeah. I need a new superhero thing after finishing Young Justice today. Or finishing. Season 4 is in production.
I mean, definitely Invincible.
Yeah. I want to watch that. But I also need something that's a little less scary, too, because I can probably only handle one episode of that at a time.
We tried also watching that show that just came to Netflix, the Jupiter show. But it was not very good, so we stopped.
Jupiter?
Jupiter Legacy or something like that.
Jupiter's Legacy.
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. Big behind the scenes info. Working on some campaign settings / adventures. Ooh. exciting.
Oh, you want to make a vampire dungeon, I'm assuming? Or temple. That's cool. A vampire castle would be very cool setting for a game.
Isn't that just like Curse of Strahd?
Curse of Strahd?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, it's like a very popular like D&D thing.
Ah, it is. There's a mega dungeon jam on itch with a deadline of like 11 months from now, so Deldon is trying to get it done in time for that.
Oh. Itch-yo. Itch-yo.
Yeah, for those who may have missed the Kickstarter, there will still be the option to buy the door locks behind you on itch after it is available. Which should be later this year.
Whenever we finish.
Yeah.
Y'all are about to see how far I am on the concept, though, so don't get your hopes up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm farther in my InDesign file, but this is like I'm gonna set up some stuff that Deldon sent us like this week.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna block out my shadows and erase, and then go back in, because when I draw, my process is to do everything a bunch of times until I feel like it looks good. Sometimes I do it a lot of times.
Barl says the new Curse of Strahd book has content from Molly Ostertag, who is a...
Oh, yeah, I love Molly Ostertag.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Deldon said. Wow. We're twins, you know?
Wait, you guys are twins? I had no idea.
Yeah. Some people might not have known that in the stream, but it's just...
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was
Spoiler alert.
being goofy, but I apologize for anyone who might not have known. This is a very good drawing. I really like the striped one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I should add a third level of color, but I feel like no. I'm not doing that. But
no, we only have the like light, medium darks on all the other items. So I think we should stick to it for stylistic consistency.
Yeah, I can't remember what we did. We have it for the book, though. I think.
Yeah, the book is different, but just the item cards have only the 3 tones. It's going to be pretty small, too, so...
It's going to be pretty small. Oh, yeah, this stuff.
The items, yeah. So whenever I want...
These 1 inch by 1 inch squares, this file that you sent me?
The file is bigger. The PSD that I set up is bigger in case we need to use the art larger at any point. But we can just shrink it down to 1 inch by 1 inch squares for production.
Mm-hmm.
But if we want to use any of this as like promo art, or if we want to reuse it in the book, I wanted it to be bigger just so we don't have to lose visual integrity by sizing it up.
Smart.
Thanks. I'm a professional. Yeah. We'll probably use at least a couple of item sheet art pieces in the book itself. Like Deldon just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the polka dots.
Got the polka dots in there.
Love them. You know, I just feel like polka dots are such a satisfying pattern. Something about them. They're just such a friendly aesthetic.
They make me think of clowns.
Interesting. In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way. They make me think of like comfy clown pants. They also kind of make me think of my grandma in a weird way. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if my grandma rocks a lot of polka dots and I'm just like not aware.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
Dodon says it's because your grandma wears comfy clown pants.
Oh, that makes sense. I like it. My grandma's a cool lady.
Is this the one who you just saw recently?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. She always talks about how hard millennials have it every time I go over there. She's just like, I don't know how you kids do it. It was so much easier when I was your age. I didn't have to worry about this. I didn't have loans. And I was like, preach, Grandma.
And wages were worth a lot more back then.
Yeah. Yeah, she's always like, you know, you could have a house. You could have this, but you can't.
Barlow says your grandma's a smart lady.
Thank you. Shout out to Carmela.
Shout out to Carmela.
Like Carmela Soprano. Oh, have you watched The Sopranos?
I've never seen The Sopranos.
That's a good one.
Also, I just glanced up at an old comment that Dildon sent like 10 minutes ago, and I just want to read it out loud. Curse of Strahd is the only 5e module I've ran, and the whole time I was pulling lots of Ocarina of Time influences. I ran Strahd as bisexual Ganon.
Oh, that's really fun.
That does sound very fun.
I think these are then bags.
I love them. Look at those bags full of beans.
Look at these bean bags. Group. Oop. Rename.
Dildon says Strahd is canon bisexual, to which I would like to respond, Strahd is Ganon bisexual.
I was going to say, to which I would like to respond, same. I am also canon bisexual.
Me too.
All right, y'all. Are you ready for this? Gonna lay out some book design.
Whoop whoop.
So, here is my little template that I have. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And the half, if you cut it in half, that's an A5 zine, which is the size of our zine. So as you can see, this is like what our little cover would look like, which is pretty exciting. And we have a cover.
Yeah, I love the cover you made. It's so cool. I love how you took my sword and like put it behind this huge lock. It just looks really cool.
Thanks. And then this would be like your interior opening pages that I kind of have sketched out.
Sorry, your audio cut out. Can you repeat that?
Oh, this is my interior like opening pages that I kind of have sketched out, because the way I'm doing this is I'm doing basically thumbnails of every single page spread, because we're going to have like a 16-page spread, like 32 pages or whatever. Dildon will correct me if I'm wrong, but so I'm just basically putting everything into different layers, and then at the end I will make it all very tiny to make sure the flow of it looks good. And also I think it's easier to work in spreads because, I mean, that's 16 spreads, 32 pages included covers. There you go. I think it's easier to do that when you're designing because it'll make sure that the flow of the book seems natural, and then also that you don't have like it gets a little static when you're just reading like the same block of text.
Yeah.
So it's nice to keep like some variety, but not too much variety, so it doesn't look like a hot mess when you're flipping through the book. So, as you can see, I'm going to zoom in again. This would be our opening page. This guy that I have up here, like this part, will probably be the cover that we have right here. That is our Twitch background, which is like got the, the door thingies.
Yeah. With the vines and the wood.
With the vines and the wood grain, and then our logo. And we'll have a little introduction, and I've kind of slotted in which pieces of art I want to put where. So for this one, I've slotted in this amber gem that you will get from like the giant tree. That's like the amber gem of life. I'm gonna double check to see if I got that. Amber gem of recall is the proper term for it. So I thought that would be like a good introduction since it's like the basis of life in the game. Delvin is saying that's not final, but you know what? It's gonna be whatever that final. We were debating on doing like what's our version of like a fairy potion.
Yeah.
But
we were very torn over putting fairies in bottles because that.
It's like kind of fucked,
Yeah, it does not seem like the fairies can fully consent to that in Zelda.
Yeah, that's not cool. So this will be like whatever that life force that you have is. Sacred Bark is in the game with the mechanical effect. Okay, well, yeah. Here we have our credits where we're gonna credit the people who play tested, myself, Ben, our friend Indy, Hans, and then also Eldon's got more people. Some games that we referenced. Some games that Delvin referenced when making this game, and I think right here we're gonna have a little like drawing of like, a sword and a d6 because that's like a common die that you're gonna roll when you're playing this game. So this will be like the little intro page. Oh, thanks, Charles. So this is our little intro page. But what I wanted to map out for y'all tonight is a little bit of the potions, and yes, there are only d6s. A little bit of the potions and the items that we are using in the game, because if you have ever played a Zelda game, which I feel like you probably have if you're watching this and if you're planning to play this, to get your items, you have to go into a shop, and we love that as a concept. So we are going to map out an item shop, and that's going to be the back of our book. Will just be like our item shop pieces.
That's so super cool.
Thanks. I'm going to pull up the.
I do appreciate whenever people, especially Barrels, mention something in chat, they'll post it in the off-topic channel on our Discord, which is great. So we can see all these things that y'all are talking about. I love that.
And then I think maybe, I'm not sure if I want to show you guys when I make the character sheet, because I'm not sure if I want to keep it a secret until we're ready.
Yeah.
But I think the greatest part about this too is that you can we can add our little characters here. I don't know if I'll be drawing the characters, but I definitely want to sketch out, like, again, these are just like thumbnails for Ben and I to go in later. So you get to see truly all forms of design. Every step of the process is like what we're going to be doing, but this is just going to be kind of our list. So we have to do a bomb shop, a bank, an inn, a potion shop, fishing hole, curiosities shop, glassmith shop, and a general store. So I'm going to start with the bomb shop because there's only 3 items, and I thought that would be a little easier. And I'm going to pair it with the potion shop because there's only like 4 or 5 items. So I think we can fit them all on the same page without it looking too crowded.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. I've never actually like thumbnailed out design like this. It's a really interesting process, and it's a really great idea.
I feel like if I didn't, then I would just do the same thing over and over again and then run into the same problems. And I really like, I have ADHD, so I definitely need to like set out a clear plan for myself that has actionable steps.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I love this idea. This is a wonderful idea.
Thank you. Ow. So the top will have like, the top is going to have like items and services. And this will be like the start of this layout.
Sorry.
And then from there, no worries. Yeah, Dalton put a lot of zine references. He wrote it in the chat in the Google Drive that we're all sharing to make this. And Andrew Kolb is an artist that I also love, have been following forever. And he illustrated an RPG based off Peter Pan called Neverland.
Yeah.
And his design tips in the back of his book too. And it's so good. But yeah, so it'll be like items and services, and we'll have like a little defining line up here, and it's gonna say all the stuff that Deldon has written back over here. So we'll start with our bomb shop. And I think, oh man, you know what's so funny? In the opposite reaction, I almost flipped the Apple Pencil over to erase. So the bomb shop will be something like this. And I'll probably make like little wooden signs for it as like a thing in the background.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
And then I was thinking we would have like a little guy selling bombs. Maybe
a little guy selling bombs.
A little nondescript person.
I'm laughing just because in Zelda, a person selling bombs is totally normal, but the idea of someone doing that in real life made me be like, that's that would be a very different situation in real life.
I'm gonna use my baby, sketch perfection.
Sketch perfection.
Sketchy perfection. It's so good though. I made this Goron kind of look like a skeleton. Jack Skellington is selling you bombs.
Delton says, what if it was the giant Goron?
What giant Goron?
I don't know.
I just like this guy. This little belly button. He's got... I'm going to use like the counters as dividers in the page.
I love that.
We'll have like wood grain and our little... Beep, beep, beep.
The giant Goron looks like all the other Gorons to me.
Isn't he just big?
Yeah. His name is Bigoron. Biggoron. There's also Medigoron, which I assume is a medium Goron.
This is creepy and looks like a bug.
I like the little wave. Hi, welcome to
Hello.
my shop.
Welcome to the bomb shop. Ben is better at riffing on wood grain, but this is just a sketch, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we'll have the bomb shop, which will have our 3 different kinds of bombs, and how much they cost.
I am
So it'll be
noticing
like 30 for
that
bombs.
we seem to be frozen.
I'm frozen?
No, we're both frozen in the stream. We can see your drawings continue, but you and I have frozen.
Oh, that's weird.
Um,
We're not frozen in the Google Meet.
no, we're not. Let me just check on this. Oop. Nope. Now. So I set it to something else for a moment. Now I'm setting it back to the Google Meet, and yeah, we seem to be fine now. I don't know what happened there. I guess it just pooped out. Weird that it kept your screen share, but got rid of the video, because it's coming from the same source, so I don't know why that would happen.
So this guy will be our little bomb shop.
I love that.
Thanks.
Powder keg.
And then I think next we'll do the...
It's 80 for Bomb Brats. The
Bomb Rats.
No, it's Bomb Brats, the most popular doll from the early 2000s. Bratz dolls.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
Nah.
This is a very cool layout.
Thanks.
Barl says in the 1800s you could just buy dynamite wherever.
Man,
which
the
is
future
wild.
sucks. I'm just kidding, that sucks.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing that you can't just buy dynamite wherever now.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I hate that. The bank has a bigger wallet. This is gonna have something here. This whole 255 rupees. It's 100 rupees. Rupee storage. We'll probably have a guy here.
What if you put them behind one of those like teller windows?
Oh my gosh.
Like at the post office or a bank.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is the bank now.
I love it. This is such a cool concept for a layout for a book, and it's so fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun to draw. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. I bet people will absolutely love this when they get the book and all the like shots are just in it. That's really cool. Mail or parcel?
And then one slot storage. Right? Yeah. It's a lot of words for that one, so I think it'll fit like that.
Nice.
And then this guy, Delton and I were talking before.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to probably put this. It's like, do you remember this guy from Majora's Mask who had like bangs and he would like slap his knees?
Oh, yes.
He was like, give me your money, give me your money. Bow, 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 bow.
Um,
It's so pixelated. It's funny.
yeah. Wasn't he like the only one who could like tell you were time traveling or whatever? Too? Because
Honestly, I have no idea.
he could like store your money even though you were traveling through time.
And we'll give him like a little
Nice.
rupee shirt.
Barl
He has no
says, "Oh, go ahead."
expression. He has no expression.
I'm just gonna read this message from Barles. Imagine walking into an 1882 Walgreens like, "I'll take a gallon of Dr. Magnificent's opium and cocaine tonic and 10 sticks of dynamite."
It's terrifying. We have to be mindful of bleeds in books too, which is why I like to section everything out. I mean, I'm making it in InDesign, so it's like pretty easy, but still.
Deldon says that the guy in Majora's Mask marks his customers with invisible ink. So the
What?
ink is on Link's forehead whenever he travels through time.
Oh, okay. That's wild.
That is wild. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Maybe he'll have like a little.
A little speech bubble. Hi. Bomb. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And then we have so many. The potion shop, the fishing hole, the curiosity shop, the glassmith shop, and the general store. Let's see. Glassmith's is probably the most expensive.
Yeah.
Next to the curiosity shop, but the most expensive thing is a pictograph box. Oh, it's a really good photo. Making a photo. That's a lot. You can get a loose key that has 1 in 3 chances of working. That's very fun.
I love that.
Love me some loose keys. Let's see. What should we put together?
I don't know. Which PDF is this in?
This is in the Game Master rules.
Let's see. Ah, here we go. I feel like I feel like because so some of these have a lot of items, like the inn or the general store. I feel like it might be nice to have the inn across from a page with multiple shops. So if you did like the inn across from the bomb shop bank page, and then maybe below that, or on the next page, you did the general store across from like the glassmith shop and the potion shop or something.
Yeah. Deldon is messaging us in Facebook and going, "Please look at what I sent you. That one's out of date."
Oh.
Okay, so we have 4 things in the bomb shop.
Let's see.
Bombs, bomb arrows. Oh my gosh, how can we forget about bomb arrows?
Bomb arrows! I like that the person at the fishing hole looks exactly like Deldon in Deldon's drawing.
I was gonna say I should put the fishing hole next to the. No, you're right. I should do the inn because there's like a lot of stuff.
Quite see that. It's very cute.
Yeah. Potion shop.
I'm sorry it was blurry. Let me... Is this good? Please don't show it again. Okay. Well, you don't have to be good at the art as long as you can your drawings are communicating what you need. That's why Cenza and I are doing the drawings for the final piece, to just make them look polished. I just like that this one person looks like you.
Arrows.
Ooh, I like you're adding little illustrations. of the items.
The powder keg.
You know what could be cool? Since you need a little bit more space on the left only, if the wood had like a divot in it that leaned down. Yeah.
Yeah, like a little shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously this will be a little more cleaned up in the
Yeah. But it looks
file
great.
because thanks.
Yeah, this is such a cool layout. I love it.
Because we'll be typing with a font and not me trying to fit it all in with my handwriting.
Ooh, so shiny.
Behind glass window. Yeah. Delvin is sending us so many photos.
What?
Oh my God.
What if the Goron person was wearing a little vest?
Oh my gosh. Put your vest on, sir. For your little day at work. Hello. Still see the belly button.
That's fine.
Full goatee.
Nice. I love the
Very good. Hello, welcome to the bomb shop. How may I help you today? That's very cute. He's wearing this weird cloak thing.
Deldon says to give the Goron a top knot.
A top knot? I accept.
That was a very good drawing. I love it.
Beep.
Meep.
Okay. I think I'm going to do the inn and the state. It says inn and stable, but I am confused as to the little person that Delvin drew. If you would like to
I think that
elaborate.
That drawing there is the person for the Curiosity Shop.
Is it?
Based off of Deldon's other messages. Yes.
Oh, yes, it is.
So what are the inn and stable items now? Because I don't see them listed here.
I don't either. Are there more for that? It looks like there's a lot for the Curiosity Shop, so maybe I'll do him next because, we're gonna have a page break right here anyway. That's what these, for everyone in the chat, that's what this this is each of my pages. I have the guide set up in Procreate. This is, if y'all ever wanted to see our creative process, boy, are you getting a taste. Because I think it would be cool to do the Curiosity Shop here. Because he's the creepy cloaked guy.
Mm-hmm.
With the weird
one eye glowing.
Y'all remember this guy from Zelda? And then he's got this weird lantern thing. He's just kind of hanging out. This creepy one. I thought we could do it down here. So he's got his, like... And then we'd have, like... Curiosities shop. Or however much space he needs.
Yeah.
And he'll be sitting on, like, his little ledge. We'll have signature dots and swirls and wood grain. And then his items will be, like, floating around him. We'll have, like, a little lantern. So he'll have like a postal. Spare key. $40. Like stuff is like floating around.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll have like a little like.
Ooh, clouds. That's cute.
Mysterious clouds.
I was gonna suggest that the items had like big tags coming off of them, but I like
I
little...
love that.
Okay.
That's fun. What does a pulsar look like? Pulsar. Just like a weird flame. Here's my furry onion pulsar.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a black, a purple ball that's glowing red.
Still has a price tag.
In Twilight Princess. There's like a vague pattern on it, but it's kind of hard to identify.
He's magic.
He is magic. You can tell by his mysterious face and little lantern.
Yeah. Pretty pumped to draw this part. The other one's gonna be so much explanation that I thought, well, and also Dylan thought was like, we can have fun with the stuff that just has like lists to it, you know?
Sorry, I'm checking Deldon's messages about changes to the deck. But we're good on this illustration.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do like an iteration of your lantern that you did that's like a spirit lantern. Whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like your lantern, but spirit.
Barl says that postals haven't shown up in HD, so they look like the coolest thing that you can imagine onto 8 pixels.
Amazing.
And
Barl, what would we do without you?
Deldon suggests giving it a creepy laughing face.
The postal?
Yeah.
Well, I hate that.
Yeah, we won't be using any Zelda-specific terminology in the final version. These are just, we're referencing specific Zelda things in some of the items that their names will be changed later. Oh, now it looks like a sad coconut.
Well, that's what I want. I'm upset by what everyone suggested.
It's cute.
Thank you. What else do we got? Stolen something. Can't read that. Hookshot. That's a good one. Stolen, please elaborate. I don't know what that stolen something is.
Let me see if I can identify. Stolen goods.
Oh, stolen goods.
I don't know what that would be a drawing of, though.
It would just be like
maybe just a mysterious box.
Yeah.
A little
Just
wooden crate.
Crate. Yes.
Apparently the stolen goods is going to be the last item stolen in game from you.
Oh,
It's sold
that's right.
for twice what it is worth.
Yeah, I forgot. He did tell me about that.
So yeah, having a little crate totally works for that. Because it's going to be a bunch of different items in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like kind of pawn shoppy, which is cool. I love that.
Gotta make a better price.
Nice. What if it's, instead of an S with 2 lines through it, because that's like the USD, what if it was a gemstone with 2 lines through it to represent like the ruby?
Do a thinner brush. Like that?
Yeah, that could
Or
work.
like...
What about horizontal? I kind of like that, because then it looks like the sea.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give him like...
Chest hair?
He's just gonna be like a weird ether.
Ooh, mysterious.
Mysterious. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of stuff about Zelda scared me when I was a kid.
It can be kind of creepy.
It definitely scared me as a child. There was like, remember in like, come on y'all, let's not lie anymore. When you change into stuff in Majora's Mask, it's terrifying. Like when Link puts on, he's like, first of all, he's young Link the whole time. And then he puts on like that thing, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Terrifying. It's so scary.
Yeah. I try to remember what game I played. I think it was Twilight Princess, where you go into like the dark world for the first time, and the music gets all scary, and it's just like, ooh, I'm scared at 8 years old.
Yeah, I was like, I think we got Ocarina of Time for like my 6th birthday, and like going into the like Deku Tree and fighting the giant spider with the eye on the ceiling. This is scary.
Yeah. I mean, even in Breath of the Wild, they have those whole portions where you like can't really see because it's super dark.
Oh, yeah.
If you were playing that as a kid, that would be terrifying, I imagine.
It would be so spooky. It would be spooky scary, and I would not have none of it. I'd be like, no, thank you. Sometimes now, I'm playing through Breath of the Wild now, and sometimes I'm like, Hans, do you stay out here? I don't want to play by it myself.
Is there one more item, or is there only 4?
There's one more item. It is the hookshot.
Ah, yes.
I'm just making room. But it's gonna have like, you know, it's kind of have its little
Yeah.
thing.
Barles is pointing out how in Majora's Mask, you're wearing, like, the face of a deceased person.
Yes!
And people are
scary.
like, the people that person knows are like, oh, you disappeared for a while. And not, like, acknowledging the fact that this was their friend who passed away.
Yeah, it's really terrifying.
I'm trying to remember the Zelda game I was most into as a kid was Minish Cap. I'm trying to remember if there's anything that scary in that one, but I can't really remember.
I don't think I ever played Minish Cap.
I like it. You turn like the size of a bug a bunch, and it's very cute. And you
That
like
is really cute.
go inside enemies to like destroy them from within. So like you would like take apart their armor and stuff.
Is it called Minish Cap because you diminish?
Yeah,
Like you get tiny?
yeah. And your hat is this like super sassy goose. But it's still like the green, like imagine the green Zelda classic long hat, but with a goose's head at the end.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that as a kid. And I feel like there's not enough love for Minish Cap.
So Stolen Goods it's good that it has like this extra room because like this one will need a little bit of explanation because you'll be able to it's just gonna be like blah 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 whatever you last lost in the game.
Yeah.
So it's good that we have like a little more room for that one.
The last item you lost. How did that get
Yeah.
here? Or something like that.
Exactly. Something clever. So here we have a full spread. Congrats, everyone.
Congrats to you.
first.
This was awesome. You did a
Thanks.
great job.
So this is our first spread for items and services, but this is kind of where we're going for the shop items and all of the like Delden has been making lists of all these great items that you can find. And that like just to start you off when all you future GMs out there are making your stuff. So that's kind of where we're going with it. I think we'll do more. I'll obviously be drawing more. We got the fishing guy. I love the fishing guy. I always love to fish whenever I'm in a Zelda game. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's all the time we have, y'all.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who joined us tonight.
Thank you, Barles, for always keeping us entertained in the chat.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. We will be back again at the same time next Thursday. Maybe Cenza and I will be in person again. Like
Maybe.
together again. For that stream. And we'll do more item drawings, maybe more layout if y'all were into this. We can do more of them on streams.
Yeah. Whatever you want. We'll probably flip-flop between working on the stuff and drawing items.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds good to me. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.